Salve, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Man X. In the last episode, we finished Sigma Stage 2, where we took out a couple more Mavericks for the second time, as well as a wall face of Doom. So let's do Sigma Stage 3, shall we? I also just realized that the first Maverick fight in the first stage was one of the hardest ones, and then both of the ones in the second stage were the two easiest ones. So the remaining 5 Mavericks we'll be taking out again in this stage. First, turtles. Or tortoises, I guess. Just gonna ignore... Well, you know what? See if they'll drop any health for me. No, stingy. Yeah, we are starting right off with the refights here. Hello, Armored Armadillo. Nice armor you got there. Sure would be a shame if someone were to, say, shock it off. Yeah, apparently his armor is held on by electromagnetism. So using the electric spark on it gets rid of it. It interferes with it. Also does a pretty good chunk of damage to him when charged, too. Interesting thing about the Interesting thing about shocking his armor off, makes it possible to hit him even while he's rolling up. That said, as I demonstrated, that's not to say you should lose track of his bouncing pattern either, or you'll get hit as I did. But yeah, Armored Armadillo had a shocking defeat. Continue through this stage of this bass-heavy music. I know I didn't just call Mega Man, classic Mega Man's black-suited rival fat. Sting Chameleon. Well, I know your weakness. And it's Boomerang. So, prepare for Sting Chameleon Round 2, the Kawanging. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but it does seem to lock him into a pattern, so... Go ahead and let him do that, so we can show off the charge version. Hey, you're supposed to be locked into a pattern, you butt. There we go. Revenge! Sweet Boomerang Cuttery revenge, I guess. Like I said, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage to him, but... boy, was that easier than the first time. What's with all these pickaxe guys in this place? Maybe Sigma just wants to realize his secret dreams of becoming a construction worker. Oh, speaking of boomerangs. Yeah, trying to get... oh well. Yeah, having a bit of extra boomerang energy got to come in handy, because if I remember correctly, the boss of this stage is weak to boomerangs as well. And Spark Mandrill. The other difficult boss we haven't seen yet. He is weak to the shotgun ice, and oh boy is he weak to the shotgun ice. Paralysis? Yes, let's. We have to have pretty careful timing for him not to be able to get an attack off. So indeed, let us, as they say, ice this fool. Yeah, it usually freezes him solid, but sometimes it doesn't, and that was kind of pathetic. Glad we could put Spark Mandrill on ice, though. And given that this next section is underwater, I think you can probably guess what boss we'll be fighting next. These fish are so weird. I'm trying to think of it. I wonder if the third stage of... well, the final stage of Mega Man Base, I wonder if that was partially inspired by this one. It has a lot of the same design elements to it. But yes, it's time for launch Octopus. And he's weak to the rolling shield, and once again it seems actually kind of counterproductive to fight him with his weakness. I'm gonna do so anyway, because I can. You'd think the charged version would be good against his projectile spam, but if I remember correctly, the projectiles don't instantly get, or the thing doesn't tank the projectiles like it does. Yeah, see, too many fish. Entirely too many fish. And there it got eaten by the missile. And again, like I said, Launch Octopus's weakness is not very easy to use on him. But that's done. Yeah, you can tell we're almost to the end of the game because the music's pretty ominous now. More of these things. Wait, was there? What was up there? Okay. Stupid flying drones. Those things continuously respawn. Looks like it. If you want these items, we can use the boomerang cutter. If it doesn't run into invincible enemies. I don't know what I did there, but that was weird. I'm not gonna bother to get the health pickup. Because frankly, there are way too many enemies in that corridor. That had nothing to do with Flame Mammoth, but here he is anyway. He's weak to the Storm Tornado. I think it might actually be possible to hit him twice with it if you can time it right. I don't think I've done that yet, though. Another case where I think that the charged version does do more damage to him, but you don't really need to use it. Okay, it is only 3, not 4. Yes. Flame Mammoth didn't break wind, the wind broke him. And who do we even have left at this point? Actually, that might have been our... Okay, now it's actually time for the real stage boss. And considering half of my health is gone, I am not going to bother using special weapons on this thing just yet. I believe this thing is called the D-Rex. Some sort of weird half-dinosaur, half-car monstrosity, and another good occasion to not have the dash button on A. It's also kind of hard to dodge. Ow. I don't think that's instant death if you get crushed between the two parts, but kind of a moot point there anyway. So the thing is weak to the boomerang cutter, but it's not that weak to it. It's just easier to use in conjunction with trying to dodge it, as opposed to charge shots. I said trying to dodge it, not trying to run right into it. There was nothing I could do there, really. Ow. Well, here's a case where it actually is beneficial to use the weakness. And then it speeds up, too. Of course it speeds up. But that was actually surprisingly painless. I think a lot of my previous deaths on that boss fight are because I kept forgetting what it's weak to. And trying to use the buster on it, and charging the buster tends to get you hit, and using it uncharged tends to take forever, so use the boomerangs if you're not going buster only. So with 3 fortress stages done, and obviously all the Mavericks, we actually only have 1 level left to go in the game. And we'll be doing that one next time. So I'll see you then.